Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to discuss about the classification of hydrocarbons. So stay tuned with me till the end of the video. So let's start. Hydrocarbons, compounds which are made up of only carbon and hydrogen. Such compounds are known as hydrocarbon. Now, today I'll explain you about the classification of hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbons are classified into two categories. One is called saturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons. One is called unsaturated hydrocarbons. Right? Now, what is the meaning of saturated carbon? Compounds in which all the valency of carbon will be satisfied. Now, the example, let us take the example of methane. Yeah, you can see that in this compound, all the four valency of carbon is satisfied by four required number of hydrogens are available to us. So, all the four valencies are satisfied by hydrogen. So such class of compounds where all the valencies are satisfied, right, for carbon, such compounds are called saturated. Saturated means satisfied, right, where they are satisfied compound. Why they are satisfied? Because all the four valencies of carbon is satisfied by required number of atoms available to us. So in this particular case, you can see that this is an example of methane where we have four hydrogens which are connected to one carbon atom. So all the four valencies are satisfied. So such class of compounds where carbon-carbon is connected through a single bond, right? Single bond means where the two carbons will have only a single bond. Such type of compounds are known as your saturated hydrocarbon, and this class of compounds are known as alkanes, right? Alkanes. Now, I'll give you one more example. Here, like suppose I am writing this compound. Look at this. This is your another compound, another example. I'll discuss the name of this compound separately in my next video where I'll teach you about the IUPAC nomenclature. But here I'm just showing you the structure. Look at this structure. Tell me whether all the valencies of carbon is satisfied or not. If you see this carbons 1, 2, 3, 4, all the four valencies are satisfied. This carbons 1, 2, 3, 4, all the four valencies are satisfied. If you see carefully, the two carbons are connected with each other through a single bond or a double bond or a triple bond. Now, what is the meaning of single bond? When the two carbons are connected by single line, you will say single bond. When there is a two bonds between the two carbon atom, that is called a double bond. When there is a three line between two carbon atom, you will say a triple bond. Look at this. What type of bond is present between two carbon atoms? Single. So such class of compound where the two carbon atoms are connected to each other through a single bond, such class of compound is known as alkane. Okay, and they come under saturated hydrocarbon. Right, they are come under saturated hydrocarbon. Now, when we discuss about unsaturated hydrocarbon, it is further divided into two categories. What are the two categories? Saturated means unsatisfied, where the carbon's valency will not be satisfied. Here you will see further two classes are there. One is called alkene, and one is called alkyne family. So I discuss alkane family, alkene family and alkyne family. If you see carefully, the difference is only in this part. Ane, here ene, here yne, yne. Okay. So if it is alkene family, what will you notice? In alkene family, you will see that the two carbons are connected to each other through a double bond. There must be a double bond between two carbon atom in such class of compound. And when it is an alkyne, you will say there must be a triple bond between the two carbon atoms, right? So why we are forming a double bond and a triple bond in such compound? Because we do not have sufficient number of hydrogen. Let us take one example. I am writing ethene. There is a compound called ethene. Okay, so if you see in this compound, this is the structure of the compound, right? If I will not form the double bond, the carbon's 4 valencies will not be satisfied. To satisfy the 4 valency, I need to make a double bond between the 2 carbon atom. That is why you can see that since we do not have sufficient hydrogen to fulfill all the 4 valencies, we need to make a double bond between the carbon atom. Such class of compounds are known as alkenes. Similarly, if you see the third class of compound, that is called your alkynes, where again example, I'm giving you C2H2. That means I have 2 carbon and I have 2 hydrogen. So I connected 2 carbon with 2 hydrogen. But when I'm doing so, my carbon's valencies are not satisfied. So I will make one bond here. But even if I am making a double bond, my valencies are not satisfied. If you see carbon's valency, each carbon's only 3 valencies are satisfied. So what I need to do, I need to make one more bond. So if you see, when I am making the triple bond, now the compound is satisfied. So such compounds where the compounds will not have sufficient hydrogen atom or sufficient atoms or groups to fulfill the valency of carbon. To satisfy the valency of carbon, we need to make either a double bond or a triple bond. Such class of compounds will come under unsaturated hydrocarbons category. Okay, so once again, hydrocarbons means compounds which are mainly made up of only carbon and hydrogen. Saturated, unsaturated. Saturated means where all the valency of carbon will be satisfied, and all the carbons in such compounds, carbon will be connected to each other through always a single bond. Okay, and such class of compounds are known as your alkanes. So alkanes will come under saturated hydrocarbons category. When I am coming to unsaturated, two category, alkenes, alkynes, that means they are unsatisfied. There must be a double bond or triple bond. If there is a double bond, you will say such class of compounds are known as alkenes, and if there is a triple bond, you will say such class of compounds are known as alkynes. Now I'll tell you the general formula of each family. What is the general formula of your alkanes? General formula to write an alkane is CnH2n plus 2, where n is an integer. Its value will start from 1, 2, 3 and so on. It can be any number. It will start from 1. Similarly, the general formula of alkenes will be CnH2n, where the n value will start from 2, 3, 4 and so on, right? Now, when I am writing the general formula of alkyne, it will become CnH2n minus 2, where again the n value will start from 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Now, did you notice one change? Then when I am writing the general formula for an alkane, the n value starts from 1, right? Because we can write the alkane, like the example methane, right? Where we can write an alkane with one carbon atom also. But when it comes to your alkenes and alkynes, you need minimum 2 carbons, because we need to draw a double bond or a triple bond between 2 carbon atoms. So at least 2 carbon atoms are needed to write a double bond or a triple bond between 2 carbon atoms, right? So that is why in case of alkenes and alkynes, the first member or the first example, right? The first member of the family will always start with minimum 2 carbon atom. So n value will start from 2 in both the cases, right? So that's all about this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, but if you still have any doubt, please do write in the comment section. I will also request you to please subscribe and like the video. Thank you.